Welcome to the Fragrance Plug. I am your host, Maurice. Let's get into it, man. It's a great day, man. How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all having a good day. Make sure y'all drop those center of the days as y'all make y'all way in. As you can see, we got a lot planned. We probably gonna be here for like a good hour, maybe an hour and a half. We'll see how the stream takes us. We'll definitely see how the stream takes us. As you can see, man, it is your boy birthday. Man. Your boy turned 34 today. It's a blessed day, man. It was a good day. It was a blessed year, man. One of the things that I always enjoy about like it coming around to my birthday, or even just birthdays in general, is that it really gives you a good time to reflect. Like reflect, you get to think about how your year was. You get to think about, you know, the trials, the errors, the things that you could have did better, the things that you excelled at, the things that you did great at. Like, man, it's a good thing, man. I will say this. One thing I can say about myself is even though I might not get it right every time, the effort be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting wiser with it. That's one thing I can say. I ain't the same fool as I was last year. So, hey, man, hope y'all had a great day, man. Hope y'all had an awesome day. Let me know what y'all sent of the days were down in the chat. Today, I ended up rocking out. I rocked out with two fragrances. The first one, what did I have on first? The first fragrance I had on was Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. Had to. That grapefruit, had to get it. So, yeah, I was rocking out with Light Blue Forever the first part of the day. And then when I went to the gym, I ended up switching that over, and I wore Invictus, the collector's edition, the little black marble joint. So yeah, I ended up rocking out with that right there. And those were my sin of the days right there. I don't know what I'm gonna wear tonight though. You know, I gotta see. I might throw something on tonight. You know, you gotta throw a night sin on. Let's see, man. Sin of the day, Les Falcon, Miss Raleigh Valentine. Smells like Georgia Torino 21. Happy birthday, my God. My birthday is tomorrow. What up, man? What up, Joel? Shout out to hey. Building, man. I did not know your birthday was tomorrow. Look, happy early birthday, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know right now. Taste and sense, I see you, fam. I appreciate you for stopping by. Happy birthday, my brother. Happy early B-Day to you, Joel. Yeah. Hey, the novice knows, man. Happy birthday, family. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. We got Dakota in the building. What up, Mike? Obsession. Sin of the Night. Obsession by Calvin Klein. That's a nice one. That is a solid fragrance. Yeah. Art of Fragrance. I see you, man. Happy born day, brother Ski. Bro, Ski. I appreciate that, fam. Look, let's get active, man. Y'all came here to see these fragrances, man. I got 30, so you know. One of the things that I always say is that you only need 30 fragrances in your collection. You don't need 100, 200. It looks good, but when you really think about it, you really don't need that much. So every year I normally I do a video showcasing my MAX30 fragrances. The fragrances that I feel in my collection are the only ones that I will have. If I could only have 30, these are the only ones I need right here. And I get everything that I need out of these 30. So we're about to go into it. I have them broken down in the segments. So 10, 10, 10. We're going to do 30 through 21 first. Luckily, I already got them organized, and I got them written down, too, so I can keep my order in place. You know what I'm saying? Got to have the notes, keys. So, let's get into it, fam. Let's get into it. MAX30 fragrances, fragrance 30 through 21. I'm just going to talk about them, let y'all know a little bit about them, a little bit why I like them. Let's get into it. The first fragrance, number 30 on the list. Coming from Baxter, California. Y'all have heard me talk about this a couple of times, and this is Pacific Cannabis. Now, if you don't know, this is an extremely grapefruit and cannabis dominant fragrance. A lot of vetiver in the dry down, so it does have like a typical DNA. It's nothing too crazy, but the way that cannabis and grapefruit opens up, damn. If you like cannabis fragrances and you like fresh fragrances that come off extremely clean and offensive, yes, you can pick up the cannabis in this, but it's not like the one that you get in Bad Boy Le Parfum. This one is extremely clean, and the way it works together with that grapefruit, the only thing you need to be aware of with this one is grapefruit, cannabis, and vetiver. this fragrance is dope. This fragrance is dope, man. Number 30 on the list, Pacific Cannabis, Baxter, California. I think that's like an indie company, so it is a little bit unique, but they are affordable. Like, I'm not going to say they B.O.B. affordable, but I don't think you paying like $150 for a bottle. You definitely not paying $275 like the new Chanel, so you're going to be good. Okay. Got that one out the way. Now, the next fragrance coming in at number 29 spot. This one, y'all remember, I picked this one up. I think I got this one I remember first smelling it at a Nordstrom, the regular one. I was at the Galleria in Dallas, actually. And I smelled it. I smelled the whole line, and I didn't really know how good this line was going to hit. I just remember when I smelled it, it was bright. It had leather. And I remember it was an earthy leather, and I remember it having like this very crisp red apple in the fragrance. Oh my, I bet. See, look, we're going to see if y'all can guess these fragrances as we go along too. Because I might just give a little description and then let's see if y'all can guess it down in the chat. I think that'd be pretty dope. But the 29 fragrance is Salvatore Ferragamo Intense Leather. Now, this is a absolute beautiful fragrance. And one thing I like about this is Salvatore Ferragamo, they really did they big one with this one. Like, not only just with this fragrance, but this whole line. If you've ever gotten your nose on the leather line from Salvatore Ferragamo, they have intense leather. They have, first of all, they just have Salvatore Ferragamo. Then they have intense leather. They have bright leather. They have spice leather. Those are the fours that I know about. I got 3 of them, I think. But this one right here is literally the best one to me because of that apple that you get. You get a lot of it, but it's not overly sweet. It's really just a crisp apple mixing together with some earthy nuances because it does have a very nice earthy side to it. And then it has some nice leather that's going along with it. Extremely bright. Like, even though it has that leather, this is still one that you can kind of get away with year round because it's bright enough to get away and work in the heat. And I'm not going to say like no Texas 95, no 100, nothing like that. But even something like a lower 90, spring day, early summers, you can still get away with this one. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's not going to be one that I think that everybody would enjoy. You definitely have to be a leather lover or somebody that appreciates leather. But if you do, this one right here is a absolute beast. You can find it at the rack stores too. You can find that one and bright leather at the rack stores for like $30. I think I got a 30 ml for $20. So yeah, you can definitely find these fragrances in the rack stores. Now let's see. Ooh, okay. Now this next fragrance coming in at number 28 spot. Yo. Hey, that spicy leather is a fool. A lot of spices in that one. Yeah. My mic volume is a little low. Let me know. Do a check. Let me know. Let me know if I need to adjust the mic audio. Let me know. Everything is looking good on my end, but let me know if y'all see something. Hold on. Sound levels. Walk to me. Oh yeah. My shit Gucci. Maybe I just gotta scoot up a little bit, but yeah. My shit on 10 right now. But I appreciate that, Joel. Thank you for the heads up, brother. I'm gonna make sure I keep looking out for that. But going into the number 28th fragrance. Now, again, this one is a little bit new. This one is definitely new. But this one is nice. And this one is playing off a DNA that I'm really not the biggest fan of. So for me, this next fragrance is more so going to be coming off like an inspiration than an exact one-of-one twist. But for as far as this DNA that is cloning, this is the best one to me. I like this a lot. And I'm talking about Hawass Elixir for that number 28 spot. This one right here is nice. And the crazy part is, outside of that Lamel Elixir DNA, outside of me just wearing this around the house because it's not the appropriate season yet, this fragrance is definitely going to be something that you're going to want more so for those cold weathers. I'm just letting you know, fall and winter time. But this one right here, one of the things that I very much so like about this one is the leathers that you get in this. Because you get the spices, my bad. Get a good dosage of spice. You get some earthy nuances in the dry down, a little bit woody tobacco scents that you get, somewhat sweet, but this one isn't overly sweet. This one plays much more so on the aromatics and the spices, in my opinion. And it's really the spices that help it shine and showcase itself. So for me, this one right here is an absolute beast. And again, I said this once, I'll say this again, man. The Hawaii, the Hawaii line from Versace, they don't miss. I don't care what you need the fragrance for. They have 5 of them right now, 6 I think right now. And every single one, if you only had 6 fragrances in your collection, you could really just go with that whole Versace line. And it'll get you everything you need. From Compliment Factor, you will have every season taken care of. You will have every occasion taken care of. Beast mode and room filler. Yeah, man, it's kind of hard to go. It's kind of hard to go against it, man. I'm not gonna hold you. When I got Lionheart, I thought the Lionheart was gonna be the one for me. And yes, family, I feel you. I'm tired of this DNA too. But when I get this one more so, for me, this one more so comes off like a twist. And this is playing on the keys and facets that I like in the fragrance. The spices, that warm spice at that, the aromatics in this. So yes, coming in at number 28 spot, even though this is a newer fragrance, I have to rock out with that Hawaii Elixir. It is just too beautiful of a fragrance. And if we're talking about something that you can use for like date night too, out of there. Out of there. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Let's go into the number 27, my fault. Number 27 fragrance coming from the Gucci Guilty line. And it's going to be Gucci Guilty Cologne. Pour on. Gucci Guilty Cologne Pour on. Oh my gosh, fam. This one is so beautiful. This one is so beautiful. Fresh, spicy opening. A very green style fragrance. You got a lot of green facets to it, but you also have some beautiful aromatics that are playing on like that floral side of things. But you get the fresh, spicy in the opening. And that is the one part that, even though it does kind of give you like a shower gel type of smell, especially once you start hitting the transition, that little bit of a spicy nuance that you get in the open, and as it continues to linger, really shines. And that's one of the facets that I really enjoy about this. It still leans a little bit green, but I don't know, man. It's just that the way those spices kind of work in there, it still really is green, but it also has like some floral nuances. But I don't know, man. The spices, I got to give the credit to the spices in this. I really do appreciate the very green, fresh style spices that you get in this one, especially with those earthy aromatics. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Gucci Guilty Cologne Pour On. Absolute beast, man. Shout out to Danny, man. Danny got me that one. And matter of fact, he got me this next one too. I don't know if y'all been following the channel for a while, but for Cerruti 1881 Signature, yeah, this is nice. And this is another one that's going to be playing on those spices, but this one is going to be earthy and somewhat aromatic. Earthy and somewhat aromatic. This one I think has like black pepper and nutmeg playing in the opening. This also has a lot of leather in this fragrance. A lot of leather. And I'm not sure if this one has oud, but this does have a very aromatic side to it. Like it's a little, to some it could come off a little dank. I enjoy this one because I much more so get the spices in this one. And even though it is an earthy spice, everything just works for me in this fragrance. Extremely masculine. This ain't nothing that's gourmand. I really can't see somebody that's a true gourmand lover enjoying this one right here, especially from the Cerruti line. This one just leans on that bad boy essence of things, like very much so a FU style fragrance, man. You can kind of think of like a ooh for glory, not ooh for greatness. You know what I'm saying? The ooh for greatness, ooh for glory DNA. That's kind of what this gives off, especially like yeah. That's kind of what this one gives off. So this is number 20, yeah. In that number 26 spot, Cerruti 1881 Signature. Yeah. I like that one. I like that one. Hey, appreciate that then, man. Appreciate that, fam. Much love. I like that Gucci Guilty Elixir, but I like a clone. But it's like a clone of Reflection, man. Hey, I feel that. It's really not too much in that Gucci line that I feel the need to just absolutely get. I'm not even going to hold you. What up, Sam Bubble? I see you down in the chat. What up, fam? Yeah, it's not really too much from that line that I really actually enjoy. But let's dip over to the next fragrance. Now, next fragrance coming in at number 25 spot. This one, I keep telling y'all about this one. Middle Eastern fragrance, warm, spicy, shower gel at that, very much so oriental fragrance, coming from the brand of Anfar.
Boy, I thought this was wrong. Fuko. We got Fuko from Onfar, man. I'm telling you right now, if you want a Oriental shower gel Blue Day Chanel style fragrance that very much so has like an Oriental twist to it, this is the one that you want to go with, man. This is absolutely nice, man. I rock with this fragrance. Heavy, brother. Heavy. And if you're somebody that enjoys that DNA, but you also enjoy Oriental spices when it comes to fragrance. Now, this one isn't playing on like an earthy spice. It's definitely much more playing on like a fresh spice type of thing. So it's not earthy at all. It's very much so a shower gel / aquatic fragrance with that spice in the opening. What he wants is to dry down, but the opening for me is where it's at because it's very cooling at the same time. And even as you're moving throughout your day during those transitional periods, it still gives you that cooling effect when you get wafts of it throughout your day. This is an absolutely amazing fragrance. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to get that Blue Day Chanel type of DNA, this is the one that you want to go with. Only if you want an Oriental spice or Oriental take to it. Because this is very much so going to be in that inspiration style of things. Beautiful fragrance, man. Shout out to Fuko. Shout out to Anfar. Fuko is an absolute beast to me. Let's go. Number 24 is going to be that Acqua di Gio Profondo. And if I'm correct, I think this is the only one that I have. Yeah, this is the only one that I have on this list from the Acqua di Gio line. I was really debating on putting the OG in here, the EDP concentration, because I've really been growing on to that DNA. But when I thought about it and I was looking at my fragrances, so there's one thing that you're going to notice from this list right now. If you're one of my OG subscribers and you know how the fragrances are when I do this, there's 3 fragrances that you aren't going to see on this list that have been pushed out. And one of them was Azzurro Chrome Extreme. That one, oh my gosh, it was such a hard decision, fam. And for a MAX30 for me to get rid of Azzurro Chrome Extreme, it was a little tough. And that was why this one right here kind of had to stay in, because they're kind of doing that same DNA. And I'm not going to say I enjoy this one more, but it's just something about this one that just really stands out when you wear it. So the first fragrance that I got rid of in the list that I can remember was Chrome Extreme. The second one and the third one, if you're OG subscribers, if you know, you know. Kashabi, man. Kashabi, the Bergamot White Woods White Floral fragrance. It's not that I don't like this fragrance. It's just some new ones that came in the way, and they really showed out. Like, this one is somewhat simple, but this is an easy go-to fragrance. All Kashabi means is white woods. So if you like woody fragrances that have a little bit of freshness in the opening, especially that citrus freshness, some florals in the mids, this is that fragrance right here. $20, easy. But if you know, this was easily one of my MAX30s in previous years. And then the other fragrance, the third one, Shahari, fam. Shahari, I wanted to keep it in there. I'm spraying these two out of just like remembrance. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been in the list. They've been in the list every year since I've done it. This is the first year that they got bummed out. Yeah, man. Incense, warm. Somewhat gives you, the longer I let it sit here, now I'm starting to understand that Irish leather interpretation that this fragrance gives off. At first, I wasn't getting Irish leather, but now that it's been sitting there and maturing a little bit, you do get that Irish leather. A very earthy spice that you get in the open. Leather also. Saffron. Yeah. It's a dope fragrance. But those are 3 that didn't make the list. Acqua di Gio Profondo definitely stayed on the list. And it really took out the spot of Azzurro Chrome Extreme. Beautiful, aquatic, citruses, woods. There's not really too much to say about this one. But yes, coming in at number 24 spot, Acqua di Gio Profondo. It's kind of hard. Like I said, it was hard choosing between that one and the original EDP concentration, fam. It was tough. Let's go into another one. And this was going to be coming from Anfar. This one was a tough decision too, because this one I had to choose between this fragrance and Azur Oud from French Avenue, the blue joint, the old Maracuja joint. And I really had to think about it, fam. But this one had to take the cake, man. This one had to take the cake, fam. Shaba. Yeah, bro. Shaba. This one is nice. And I think the thing with this is, one of the things that you need to understand right now when it comes to Anfar fragrances, at least from the 3 that I've tried. Pressurized atomizer. Oh my gosh. One of the things about on fire fragrances is that they all seem to have like some type of Middle Eastern inspiration from them, some type of spice or the woods that it gives off. This one leans into the woods and it does that passion fruit, that fruity opening extremely well. I'm talking about clean, fam, smooth and clean. All you really get in this is mostly the passion fruit, and it's not really a tart. It's not really a tart fruit opening that you get with it. It's actually very mellow the way it mixes together with the woods. Extremely smooth in my opinion. Through and through, beast mode fragrance, room filler for sure. This one gets it done. This one gets it done. Is that my barber? Hey, what up, Shamar? Hey, appreciate that, fam. Much love. I appreciate you for making it. I need to go holler at him. So let's go see him this weekend. But look, On Fire, yeah. Shout out from On Fire. Absolute amazing fragrance, fam. Something that's very nice if you want that Oud Maracuja DNA. I would more so say, even though I haven't tried that one, this one I would like to say, because of what I know from On Fire, was going to be much more so of a twist or an inspiration than it's going to be like an actual one-to-one clone. So just keep that in mind when it comes to Shaba from On Fire. Just keep that one in mind. All right, now going into the 22nd fragrance. This one right here is an absolute beautiful one. Just came out straight from the house of Afnan. Beautiful. And the main thing that captivates me with this one and what this whole DNA is doing is that daggone orange fastest, fam. Tarati Electrique is an absolute banger. Look how much juice I already used up, fam. Look at the juice. Look at the juice, bro. Look how much juice has already been used up. And this is a new fragrance. I don't even think that this one is, like, I don't even think I've had this bottle for a month already. And this one got a crazy dent in it. Crazy work. Look, I'm telling you right now, extremely beautiful fragrance in my opinion. And the one thing I like about this over Art of Universe is that orange facet that you get in the fragrance. That orange blossom. Everything else is pretty much going to be on par with the original DNA. Now, me personally, Tarati Electrique doesn't come off as soapy. Like, it's definitely dialed down a little bit on that soapy aspect of that Blue Thousand DNA. It's not as soapy from what I get in Art of Universe. This one right here much more shines in those floral aspects, especially that orange blossom in the fragrance. Beautiful. And another thing, like this one I can actually wear on its own. Whereas Art of Universe, I like to use that one a little bit more for layering. Again, if y'all want to be featured on the channel, drop them layering combinations down in the chat and in the comment sections. That way we know what fragrance layering combination will be featured next week on Monday, just to let you know. But yeah, beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion. Afnan did their thing with this one. This could easily be one of the top 10 clone fragrances of the year when it's all said and done. Not that is a bold statement because we got to see what some of these Hawaii's is doing, because like Hawaii's Black, beast in my opinion. I know we tired of that DNA, but absolutely insane. Elixir, absolutely insane, fam. Fire is actually growing on to me now. Beast mode, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now, the number 21 fragrance, I keep telling y'all this. If you enjoy pineapple fragrances, fam, there is absolutely no reason that you have not tried this next fragrance. Pineapple Big. Extremely clean, extremely bright, extremely loud. Like, this is a room filler fragrance, and especially in high heat situations, it is going to project. You're liable to choke somebody out with this one. And when it comes to that, like pineapple DNA, for a fragrance that's not doing something leaning Aventus like, this one is amazing, man. This might be the next best pineapple fragrance out there. And I'm talking about Shaheen Gold from Latafa. Oh, my gosh, fam. Hey, I'm telling you right now, there has not been a time that I wore this fragrance and I did not get complimented. This is one of them ones. I think that when it really comes to compliment getting fragrances, this is like one of the most underrated ones that you can get. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it might be the bottle might be giving me. I love the bottle, man. Bottle dope. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what it is. Maybe people just haven't tapped into it like that. But when I'm talking about fragrances that get you compliments, This is one of them ones. This is truly one of them ones. Pineapple, a lot of it, extremely juicy, mouth-watering. Then you also have that beautiful fig that's playing like a green, somewhat I want to say like a balsamic type of nuance to it also, but still maintaining that pineapple. Beautiful dry down with, I think it's like an amber woody dry down in this one. Bruh, this one is potent. And I'm talking about no matter what situation you got going on, you can dress this one up or down. You can do so much with this fragrance. I'm talking about you can do everything, but probably like, I probably wouldn't hoop in this fragrance. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't go play flag football in this fragrance because this is one to where you kind of want to be dressed up a little bit. Some slacks, maybe even some jeans. You just want to be comfortable because this is going to be one of those fragrances that gets you that opportunity to garner you a lot of compliments. Men and women can enjoy this fragrance. Extremely unisex in my personal opinion. The number 21 fragrance on the list, Shaheen Gold. I'm telling you, fam. If you want compliments, that's the way to go. Right here. Here we go, man. If you don't believe me, watch deep. I get compliments on this too, especially from the ladies and frag heads. I'm telling you, fam. It's the way, after that fragrance, I truly do think that it's the way the pineapple and fig work together in the opening. You do have a little bit of floral facets as it starts to transition, but personally, I think it's that pineapple and that fig that just takes that fragrance to a whole nother level. Absolutely beautiful in my opinion. Hey, we got the chat over there. Nah, I didn't know that. Okay. Now we about to pivot. Now this is where it's starting to get interesting. Because we still have some OGs in this list, but we also have some new ones. And especially in spot 20 through 20 through 11. There's a lot of new fragrances up in here, fam. Let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. Man, let me get into the chat. I'm so sorry. Let me make sure I type into the chat. Make sure everything Gucci. Yeah. I see you since in real life. Yeah, what's good, famo? Much love. I appreciate you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all drop y'all Senator Days in the chat. Walter, what's good, brother? I see you. Shout out, fam. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I'm wearing discontinued Aqua Digio Ascensia yesterday at the gym. How was it, man? How was it? I know you gotta preserve that juice. You just can't spray that one out like that. You know, it's discontinued. I spray my discontinued fragrances somewhat sparingly. Especially like my 1 million clone. Shit. All right, let's get into this next fragrance. And now we're gonna tap into number 20 through 11. Let's get straight into it. The number 20 fragrance is a new one and a good one. I'm telling you, man. This is coming from the house of Lattafa. Warm, spicy, somewhat of like a sweet gourmand appeal that you get in the transition of this one. Kayed Alfredson Untamed. Jeez, brother. Hold on, fam. I'm gonna stick to this. You got warm spices in the opening. Somewhat like a cinnamon type of spice. Very warm. I know you got some caramel, some type of chocolate, gourmand facets in the mid. Very nice vanilla, amber dry down. This fragrance has a lot of spices in it. But the main thing about this one is, bro, and I know this is doing that Versace DNA, that Versace Najdam DNA, but I'm telling you right now, one of the first things that came to my mind, especially as I continue to wear it, spray it, experience the fragrance, one of the things that really came to my mind was 1 Million Privé. Especially with how they do that warm spice in the opening. Now, the one thing that this fragrance is doing much differently than a 1 Million Privé is that clove aspect. Because you really don't get that clove, that earthy spice aspect in this one. This fragrance, you much more so get warm spices compared to like a earthy spice, somewhat pungent. This one isn't that at all. This one is very warm. This one is very sweet. This one is very likable, man. I'm telling you right now, like for me, I haven't worn it out and about yet, but I've worn it in the house, and I'm just telling you, man, the times that I've worn it, even as a nighttime scent, the times that I've worn it, I have enjoyed every single bit of this spray. This is a beautiful fragrance. And if y'all don't know, man, I just posted this. LRX had this same fragrance. This just came out. LRX had this fragrance online today for $13. I don't know if the sale is still active. That's with no discount codes. LRX right now has a crazy sale right now. Cayenne Alpha Sign Untamed was $13. They had Barbara number 3, the Bahar number 3, the blue. I think that's the Baccarat joint. But they had that one on sale for like $42. They had the purple, the Malachite type of Club de Nuit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That purple joint, the new one that just came out earlier this year, extremely high on those florals, very rich. That one is nice. And even though that fragrance leans a little bit more feminine, I'm telling you, I tried that shit at Dallas wholesale perfume. I'm getting me a bottle. That right there could be the best Club de Nuit in my opinion. Once I get my hands on, because that shit right there is nice. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't gotten your hands on that purple Club de Nuit, it's like malachite, something like that, but it's geared towards women. That is amazing, fam. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I forgot why I even started talking about that. But back to this right here. Yeah. Alpha Sign Untamed. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. Number 20. Let's go into the next one. And now, I keep telling y'all, if you want a fragrance that just gets you compliments, this might be one of my top 3 fragrances when it comes to garnering compliments. And it's under $25. I don't care if you don't like this DNA as far as like the counterpart, because it is like a twist of inspiration. But if you just want a compliment getting fragrance, this next one right here is definitely one that you want to tap into. Hey, yo. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. What? All right. Hold on. Let me go over here. Uh-oh. Hey, yo. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my guy, man. Happy birthday, bro. I appreciate that, fam. Much love, man. Much love. I appreciate you. Look. Compliments. Look no further. Armagh Hunter Intense. Much love in the super chat, fam. I greatly appreciate that, my guy. Much love, fam. Much love. There we go. Let me go back to this. My bad. I just had to say that. Much love. Salute to you. Now, when it comes to that, I think this is number 19. Compliment getting fragrances, Armagh Hunter Intense. This one is like that. Very nice mixture between a Dior Sauvage and an Invictus DNA. Much more so leaning towards the Invictus, but you do have that like Ambroxan. Very much so. You get everything that makes that Bleu de Chanel DNA. It is much more so. Oh, not the Bleu de, the Dior Sauvage DNA. I'm so sorry. The Dior Sauvage DNA. And this one is going to have a little bit more the mid of the Dior Sauvage. But in the opening, you get a very nice aquatic scents, warm spices. This one is very much so going to be more so leaning towards Invictus. I'm going to say like 70% Invictus, 30% Dior Sauvage. But a very nice mixture. And if you know anything about those two DNA fragrances, those are extremely compliment getting. I don't care what you think about neither one of them. If you just want fragrances that get compliments, one thing that you cannot deny is that Dior Sauvage and Invictus will garner you compliments. And that's a fact. And you get a nice, good compliment getting fragrance with this. And again, under $25 from the house of Armagh Hunter Intense, you cannot go wrong with this one. You cannot go wrong with that one, in my personal opinion. Going to the number 18 spot. Shout out to the house of Azzaro, man. We got to go with Wanted by Night. Wanted by Night. This is easily one of my favorite ones from the Azzaro line. Now, I can't even hold you. That new one, that Forever joint, that gold bottle. That gold bottle one, the truth. Boy, I got my nose on it. That gold bottle one is the truth. But this one is extremely nice. Warm spices, very elegant. This right here is like a great date night fragrance. A great attention grabbing fragrance at that. Because this isn't one that I would say is going to be a room filler. But this one does have a seductive trail about itself, especially as you're moving throughout your day, and let it be nighttime and you're moving through, whether it's at a restaurant, might be at a bar. When you start that trail and you start moving around, that's where this fragrance starts to shine, because that's when a lot of the spices kick in. That's when you get a little bit of that floral take with it. This is just a beautiful, beautiful DNA in my personal opinion. And it's simple. Like, and it's not too much that limits this from age range. Like, this would be great for all age ranges, in my personal opinion. Whether you're somebody that's even in high school or going up to like the 50s. It's just chill. It's just safe. It's a great fragrance to have on. It will get you positive attention, but it's not just a attention grabbing fragrance to where you're like the star of the room, like if you were in a Dior Sauvage or something. It's a little bit more mellow than that. Okay, the next one is going to be on that discontinued list. It's going to be on that discontinued list, man. Hey, I'll do too, man. I'm right there with you, D. It's a beautiful fragrance. This next fragrance is on that discontinued jam. Now, this one is going to be one of the very first like rose fragrances that I just fell in love with when I first got my hands on it, fam. Like, I'm talking about very much so a shower gel fragrance, shower gel aquatic fragrance, very cooling. But this has a very nice rose in the transition that, yeah, it's beautiful. 1 million cologne, the discontinued 1 million cologne. Yeah, bruh. This is nice, man. This is nice. A very somewhat green shower gel in a way. Still playing on those spices. Very safe spices. Warm. Somewhat cardamom-ish in a way. But it's mostly going to be the floral accords that you get. The rose that I want to say that you get in the mid. That's where it's at, fam. That's the love. And I hate that this fragrance is discontinued, because I want to bring it up in so many lists. Because this would just work for a lot of situations. Especially when it comes to high heat. Like spring, summertime. Perfectly safe. Me being in Texas, I can even wear this in the fall. And I'll really be able to shine in the fall. Because I think that this one will play best around like that 80, 85 type of weather. Like right around there. Yeah, because that's when you're going to get the freshness that it has in the opening. That's when you're going to get a little bit of the spices, but it's not going to be too rich, too in your face. You're going to get those beautiful flowers, that beautiful rose accord. Yeah, the woods in the dry up. Simple, man. I'm telling you right now, this. Yeah, this is a top 2. Well, if I had Privé in my collection, this would be a top 3. But beautiful fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. If I had Privé, this would be easily a top 3. 1 million. But because I don't, it's a top 2. It's a top 2. Sky's Tribe, happy birthday, fam. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate you for sure. Let's get into the next one. And this next one, man, shout out to TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. Everybody's favorite cold weather angels share DNA. Let's get into that OG Commerce, fam. You really don't need all of them. You don't need all of them. This one right here. Beautiful, dog. Beautiful, man. The praline, the spices, that sweetness that you get in this. I know that it can be overly sweet to some, but for me, especially when it comes to that calmer DNA, this was just the right balance between that sweetness and the spices. Because in the opening, you get a nice like nutmeg, cinnamon, a lot of warm spices that is extremely beautiful. But then you have that vanilla, the praline, those chocolate facets as it starts to transition that really do shine in this one. And that's one of the things that I like about this one. This one is a little bit more balanced and not overly sweet in a lot of facets. Whereas like Kuwa, the coffee joint, a lot of coffee, but that one also has like an added layer of candied sweetness that was just way too much for me. Durkon is extremely nice, but it's still the same DNA in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I might get that one, especially with the season coming up, because it is a little bit more spicy, so I might get that one. But this is like, if I just had to choose one, man, the OG gets me right every time. 10 plus hours, room filler, beast mode. The ladies love it. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is an awesome fragrance, man. Yeah. Kamar Balatava, they was big in their bag with this one. big in they bag with this one. Jen says we're graded this 10 out of 10. I have not one idea. Oh, excuse me. Okay, camera out the way. Now, this next one might be my only fragrance that I wear from now on when I go to a wedding during the spring and summer. This right here might be my designated wedding fragrance because this one just turned heads, especially in high heat situations. YSL YEDP, absolutely beautiful. Not too much needs to be said. Not too much needs to be said. Freshness in the opening, that sage that you have, beautiful aromatics, and this woody dry. Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, YSL YEDP just might be my designated go-to fragrance when it comes to weddings during the spring and summer. It's just like that, fam. Compliment getter for sure. And I don't care what. I mean, I remember when I wore this to my first wedding, my boy Brandon, shout out to him and Denise. Oh my God, beautiful wedding. Everything about that was beautiful. But I remember when I wore this to their wedding, I had on some suspenders. I was trying the suspender look for the first time. Banger, boy. I'm telling you, man. Hey, me. Well, I was feeling like, man, when I walked through and everything. And then I had this on too. Me and my boy Woody went up there together, and they were like, as soon as I got on, he was like, damn, what you got on? Like, yeah, I think he went up and I think that all of my homeboys now, like all the ones that's in the group, especially the ones that was at this wedding, I think damn near all of them have either had a bottle of this or bought one. Good. I'm telling you, fam, if you got a wedding, you can't go wrong with this. Especially if it's still warm, you can't go wrong with this, bro. Beautiful, man. And look. Scott said, the sage gets me. That sage is beautiful. That sage is beautiful. But the freshness in the opening with this and how clean it is, fam. This is just and the thing is, like, let's just be honest. It's not anything really complicated about this one. Like, this one isn't really doing anything crazy, but what it's doing, it did it right. And that's the thing about this one. They did this right. They could have stopped at this one. This is one that they don't ever need to get rid of. This might be, I would have to look, but I'm pretty sure that one right there would easily be like top 3 from Yves Saint Laurent. I'm just saying. Now this next fragrance, please don't judge me for this one, but this one's new too. Recent pickup. But y'all know how I feel about Apple fragrance. Y'all know how I feel about Apple fragrances. And this one, shout out to French Avenue, man. For Nino, oh my gosh, man. I can't wait. I've been wearing this almost every other night. Just as a nighttime fragrance, just experiencing it, smelling it, seeing the nuances of it, the changes that it has. Yeah, this can go on skin too. Bro, this is like that. A beautiful apple. I think that this might be one of the most, next to Althea X-Ray, this might have one of the best green apples that you can get in the fragrance. Green apple. Smoky. You get a lot of instant smoke with this. Now, this one is supposed to be playing with a little bit of like a shisha DNA. It's supposed to have some shisha in there. I don't know. It definitely comes off like a very nice hookah fragrance. Like if you're somebody that's ever loaded up a hookah bowl or you've been to a hookah lounge once or twice in your life and you smell this fragrance, this will give you memories of whatever hookah lounge or experience that you've been in. This fragrance is a beast. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. And I know I just got it, but man, this is absolutely nice. Like, this is my type of DNA too. Again, because it has that apple, but it also has the smoke. You get a very nice instant smoke about this fragrance. Yeah, this one's like that. I like apple too. What's the name of that one? This is called Veneno by French Avenue. Veneno by French Avenue. This is the bottle. This is the packaging. And I'm telling you, fam, when it comes to like green apple, if you really like apple, You can't go wrong with this. I'm telling you, this is one of the best apple fragrances next to Ether Extrait that I have in my collection. I'm telling you right now, if you're a fan of apple and if you're a fan of shisha, hookah smoke in a clean way, very inoffensive. Like I could see myself wearing this one date night, elegant situations, like really trying to showcase something that I know most people might not be wearing. Very unique. Very unique. I love this, man. I know I just got it. Yes, D. Exactly. That's very much so what it is. I just don't say it because I haven't gotten my nose on that one. But a lot of people say that it's smoking hot. Masha bars, that's supposed to be a smoking hot too. This is very much so playing on that DNA. But I don't, like I said, I haven't tried it. But just as a fragrance on its own, I have no need to try to look for another smoking hot clone. I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing it. Because I already got this one. And then I have Masha Bar too. And I really like Masha Bar also because Masha Bar plays a little bit more on that thick, wet tobacco type of shisha. It really plays on the shisha aspect. Where this one really plays on the apple, but it still provides a nice smoke. So it does give you that shisha feel. But Masha Bar is a fragrance that's much more so true and identical to a shisha smoke fragrance. Yeah, nice. Just like that. I'm running out of room. Damn. Okay. Let's keep it going. What number we on, man? I'm running. Okay, number 13. Number 13 now. Now this next one. This one actually got bumped back. And surprisingly, this one is no longer the number one fragrance from this line. Which is new because normally in this line, this fragrance has been the number one. But there's actually a new number one. Which is wild. Because I love this DNA. You know me. Coming in at number 13 spot, I'm talking about Hawaii. The OG. My bottle's pissing me off, fam. Like, ever since this right here came loose, like, it doesn't stay in place now. And when I push, shit pissing me off. But anyway, Hawaii. Ooh, it look naked without the cap, though. Okay, Hawaii. This right here, you know what it is. Plum, grapefruit, aquatic, vetiver, woody dry down, a little bit of an ambergris take, amber. Not too many sprays, but this is easily likable, man. Compliment getter at the same time. This fragrance right here, like, if I just needed an easy go-to, like, not even think about anything. Not think about it, just literally a grab and go. Just literally a grab and go. This is gonna be the one. It don't take much to think about this. But the fact that it got bumped, I'm still surprised. But the fragrance from the Hawaii line that actually took this place is actually phenomenal to me, man. Like, it's really the only one of that DNA that I absolutely, like, I don't need anymore, in my personal opinion. But coming in at number 13 spot, Hawaii, the original. Hate to see you leave the top 10, but you still in the 30, baby. You still in the 30. I can't see you leaving at the 30. Now, going to the number 12 fragrance, shout out to Armaf, shout out to the Odyssey, but man, the Odyssey Aqua, if you want that Invictus Platinum DNA, this is the one to go with. Signature scent worthy, fam. Signature scent worthy. If you like aquatic, if you like citruses, salty, aquatic, get that. Very salty. Very much so going to be playing in that Invictus Platinum DNA. Damn near 1-on-1, fam. I haven't gotten Invictus Platinum because I got this. Now, I do plan on getting Invictus Platinum just out of respect to Big Paco because that is my favorite band. So, shout out to Paco Rabanne. But, yeah, man, it just makes it so tough when you have this fragrance right here. Because this one performs, too. Like, even though it has that citrus, salty, aquatic, very fresh, very much so a mass appealing DNA, very safe. This one projects, man. This one projects like a motherfucker, man. Compliment getter too. Compliment getter at the same time. This one just does it. If you know, you know. And now the only thing I don't like about this one is, like, it would be tough for me to want to do this one for like a networking type of event or like something extremely business professional. It would be tough to see me want to use this for that. But anything outside of that, gym, yes, I can go with this. Casual, yes, I can go with this. Walking around the mall, maybe even having like a little lunch, brunch, yes, you can go with this one. Odyssey Aqua is an absolute. This might be the best one from the Odyssey line. Like one day we're really gonna have to have a discussion because they got some hitters over there. You got Odyssey White, absolute beast, very much so. Stronger with you DNA mixed with like a little bit of Invictus twist thanks to that grapefruit. Bro, yeah, we one day we're gonna have to discuss the Odyssey line from Armov because there's still some that I haven't gotten my nose on, but I am curious to know, is this also a very complete line with something like the Rasasi Hawass line? Y'all know I always say that if you just needed one, like if you had to suggest one line of fragrances for somebody to buy that's just not getting into fragrances, what line would they be? What line would that be? And I always answer Rasasi Hawass. Just tap into that line, grab all 6 of them, and you will be good all year. I'm starting to think that the Odyssey line from Armov might be competition for them. Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section. Because does that Odyssey line have a strong case when it comes to a complete full line? Let me know in the chat. And then last but not least, coming in at number 11 spot is I Am the Man from Nazar Fragrances. Another one. This one going on skin too. Not a lot. See, I don't even need a full spray because you can kind of see like the oil, that shine, that richness, bro. That shit is thick. Very refreshing though. Very refreshing. This is another one that plays on that green apple DNA. Now, somewhere in this fragrance has a very crisp aspect to it. You still get the green apple, but it's very crisp. Almost think of like a Sprite, but without the lemon. This is nice, man. This is nice. Very professional, but also very casual at the same time. This is one of those fragrances that could be a signature scent, and with it being the extrait de parfum and such a rich oil concentration that it already has in it, really don't take a lot of sprays, man. This 50 ml will last you a good bit. Just saying, man, if you're a fan of apple, you can't go wrong with this one. You cannot go wrong with I Am the Man by Nazar Fragrances, especially the Oil Dub collection. One of the best and most concentrated style of fragrances that I have in my collection. That one is extremely true and true when it comes to like the quality of oil that you get in that fragrance. It's absolutely amazing. Who? What took its place? Rasasi. I have not one idea what you're talking about. What you mean from? Oh, you gotta see. We about to get into that top 10. I got you. About to get into that top 10. Now, let's go ahead and dip on over to the last 10. And then we gotta wrap this up, man. I'm starting to get a little woozy up in here. A little tired, man. Let's go over here. 10 through 1. Let's get into it. This is when it really started, we had to put belt to ass with this one. Because this one was tough. This is where it really started to get nitty gritty. Coming in at number 10 spot, still one of the most realistic grapefruit notes I've ever had in my life. And a fragrance, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. I know this fragrance was extremely controversial when it first came out. I'm just saying, y'all know I love grapefruit. When it comes to citruses, grapefruit might be one of my favorite citrus. Grapefruit and bergamot are probably like my top 2 when it comes to like the fresh citruses, especially when it comes to an opening in the fragrance. That's something that I'm big on. So this fragrance right here did that beautifully, man. And even though I understand it might not be the most likable fragrance for some people to wear, if you could pull this DNA off, you can get some compliments. Especially with how that grapefruit just shines in high heat. It projects. Now, it is going to be tart, so you have to be okay with that tart vibe that it gives off. But, man, either way, man, this is an absolute beast to me, man. Number 10 spot, yes. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. And look, D said it also. The Summer Vibes is good, too. And Summer Vibes is starting to pop up at the rack store also. So that's one that you can start to go there. I've been seeing that one there for like, I think around that $50 price range. I think around 50. Boom. Okay, now the number 9
fragrance on the list. I've been looking for a good grapefruit scent, man. Look, if you can find Light Blue Forever,
I don't know. That was good, but that one might be too, like, if I don't know, man. You have to really like grapefruit to like that one because it's very realistic and it's very tart, and it's mostly going to be the tartness that'll throw people off. I like it. Shit, I like it. I ain't gonna hold it. I like it, but I can see how it'd be outputting to somebody who might not be the most truest fan of grapefruit. Going to that number 9 spot, you know what it is. The last one from the 1 million line. Got to go with 1 million Lucky. It is a beautiful fragrance. Damn, hold on. There we go. Okay. Bright florals. Oh my God. I think this fragrance has a plum in it too. This one is nice, fam. 1 million Lucky. Especially when it comes to like newer 1 million line, like 1 million fragrances. Even though this is one of the older ones in the line, this one is still one of the best when it comes to this line in particular. Outside of Privé, I can't think of another one that's like an absolute fan favorite like this one right here. I'm telling you, extremely beautiful fragrance. Fresh. Can be used for fun or professional, casual business opportunities. This fragrance could be signature scent, fam. Literally just throw on and go. You don't have to think about it as long as it's cold. I mean, as long as it's a hot weather situation, spring, summer, maybe even fall, you can get away with this fragrance damn near year round. Yes. The number 8 spot, man. I know people hate this fragrance, man. I absolutely love this one. I don't care what nobody say. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT, fam. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT. And this one, another one, Green Apple. You find a little bit of occurrence when it comes to like fragrances that I really enjoy that just shine. But this one does Green Apple, but also like this green spice to it. Now, still somewhat earthy, but that green apple aspect, that green fruit sweetness that you get, that's the one that shines. This is like my go-to fragrance, especially when I was single. Like you know what I'm saying, bro? Be wildin'. Back in my day of wildin', man. Look, this is that fragrance to where, like, even if I'm just going to like the bar, going to like a late night happy hour or something by myself, this is that fragrance that I throw on. Cause it's easy. Like I normally sit bar side anyway, so when I'm sitting there talking to somebody, it mixes with the elements extremely well. Whether I'm sitting outside bar side, because then it's just going to project a lot more, or if I'm inside. Either way, this fragrance right here works. I love to wear this one in late night situations. That's really the only time that I wear it. I might occasionally wear it during the day, but for me, this one just is much better late night. Going to grab a late night bite to eat. Maybe have a drink or two. That's what this one is for right here for me. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT. Still one that's shooting heavy in the list. Still one that's shooting heavy in the MAX30s. Okay. Oh, move that. Oh, man. All right. Now, number 7 fragrance. This one might be the most hated one on this list. This one might be the most hated fragrance on this list. Grapefruit, cannabis, leather, bad boy, lead parfum. Oh, my gosh. Y'all know how I feel about the leathers, though. Y'all know how I feel about the leathers. Y'all know how I feel about the dark fragrances. This one right here is extremely beautiful. That grapefruit is nice. And that's one of the things that really, to me, is what helped it pops. Because it still has that spicy aspect to it. And it's going to come off somewhat green because it does mix together with that cannabis, which is a huge player in this fragrance. If you don't like cannabis, then you can't rock out with this one. I'm just going to let you know right now. You ain't got to smoke it, but you need to be able to at least enjoy the smell to rock out with this one. And then once it gets to the leather in the dry down, it's a little bit more earthy at that. So very unique fragrance in my opinion. I'm glad that they created this because this is one of those fragrances that truly help you stand out and give you that very masculine appeal. There's nothing soft about this one. This is very much so a bad boy fragrance. Beautiful in my personal opinion. Yeah. Again, grapefruit, cannabis, leather. Simple, but hey, they did that shit on point. Simple, but they did that on point. All right. The number 6 fragrance. Oh, wee boy. This is a new one. Shout out to the Facebook group. It's not new, but it's a recent pickup for me. Within the last year for sure. Coming from the Hermes line. Boy, I look, it's not too many EDTs out there that I just fall in love with. I know when it comes to EDTs, Invictus, outside of Invictus, I really can't off the top of my head think of an EDT that just moves me or would even be on a list like this. But the H24 EDT does that very much so. This is beautiful. Hermes might do the best vetiver in a fragrance, fam. It's just something about their vetiver that is extremely clean. The way it mixes together with the freshness in the opening, very much so. Even though you can pick up like it has this freshness about it in the opening, and then it has like this woody, hey, vetiver style dry down, and you can pick it up in the opening. You can very much so pick up that vetiver throughout the majority of this fragrance. It has the shower gel aspect about it. Very cooling, fam. I don't know how they get that cooling aspect in this fragrance. And it's mostly going to be about 15 minutes into it. Once you start to hit that mid, that's when you start to get that cooling aspect of this fragrance. And this shit is dope. Very nice, man. If you want something that's just classy, but at the same time ain't going to run your pockets deep, can't go wrong with this. Can't go wrong with H24 by Hermes, the EDT. I love it. Shout out to the Facebook group. Somebody was selling that one for around $25. They had that one and they had the Terror. They had the other one. Man, yeah, but I should have got both of them, but I decided to go with this one. The next time I see that other one pops up on a deal, you best believe your boy picking it up. You best believe your boy picking it up. Okay, so now we're getting into the top 5. Now we're getting into the top 5, and this is when I guess it's typical. I guess this is what you would expect, especially if you A1 since day one. I guess this is what you would expect. But going into that number 5 spot, Joe Milano, Game of Spades, wild card. Boy, the coriander in this thing right here. One thing I can tell you right now about all my fragrances that's in my list, I get compliments with damn near every single one of them. Like, it just works. Another reason why it's in the list, smells like pickles. What fragrance are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know about this one. This one don't come off like no pickle. Man, let me tell you something, man. This coriander, the spiciness that you get in this, very much so a green style fragrance. Very unique in my opinion. I think you even have some florals as it starts to hit that transition, which just makes it pop even more. I'm telling you right now, if you want a ladies magnet, a ladies appeal fragrance, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Women love this. That Lafayette Street DNA. Women love this, man. I'm telling you right now, if you want a compliment getter, if you want something that's going to be very unique, that stands out, that definitely hits way above its price point. Because this is not, like, I think I picked mine up for like $8 off a TikTok shop somewhere around there. This fragrance is not hit. This fragrance is not hit like a $50, $60 fragrance. This hits like a $150 plus. The Hermes smells like pickles. I can see that. I can see that. Okay, I'm not liking it. I thought you was talking about this one. I was about to say, hold on. Not the wild card. But yeah, in that number 5 spot, gotta have wild card in there. This is an absolute beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion, and great for compliments. The number 4 fragrance, definitely the most. I don't think this is the most expensive. I think that by number 9 might be the most expensive. But the only fragrance that I have from the Mind Games collection that I fell in love with, Gambit. Bruh, this is very much so a simple fragrance, but it's beautiful at the same time. A lot of patchouli. Damn, that was just like $40, $50 worth of sprays right there, and that was only 2 of them. Boy, I better slow down. Got too much dip on my chip. Nah, but look. Yeah, man, patchouli, petitgrain, lavender, I think. Oh, beautiful simple fragrance. Not for everybody. You know, I enjoy those earthy fragrances. You know, I enjoy fragrances that lean a little bit more spicy. So this is very much so in my wheelhouse of fragrances. Not for everybody, but it's nice, man. It works. And the few times that I've worn it, because I haven't worn it much. Yeah, the few times I've worn it, definitely gotten some compliments from it for sure. But I was dressed. Like, for some reason, when I wear this one, like, I'm dressed. Like, I know how to dress. And I definitely dress casual. Like, I'm very much so a chill guy. Like, when I'm out and about, I like to wear just basic tees and some jeans. You know what I'm saying? I'm very simple. My shoes are going to pop and my watch is going to pop on me always. But everything else is very much so simple. But for some reason, when I wear this, like, it's always, like, a little bit more flair to it. Whether it's like me dressing up in some slacks, like some actual dress pants, a polo, button down. Like, it's always a little bit more when I wear this one. And maybe that might be what helps garner those compliments with this one. But this is another one that just works. Gambit is like the A. And you right, Mac. Jadot is a problem. Jadot is a problem, especially when it plays on those fruits. Like, if you like a fruity style fragrance, and I'm not talking about like overly fruit to where it's like extremely feminine, nothing like that. Like a berry, I think it mostly leans towards like the red berries, red fruits. Jadot is nice. Pomegranate, I think it is. Jadot is nice. But for my number 4 fragrance, Gambit by Mind Games. Whoo. Fuck the big 3. It's just big me. Go bum. All right, let's go. Going into that number 3 spot. Cut from French Avenue, Out There Extract, man. And the thing is, I don't even like Greenlee as much as I like Out There Extract. But this shit is so nice. Green apple again. Another one that plays on like that vetiver woody combination also. Very nice, very simple. But this one right here has a very nice like clean, crisp quality about it. Extremely refreshing. This is that boy. This is that one. This is nice, man. I'm liking this. For me personally, this is probably going to be my favorite fragrance coming from the French Avenue line. Out of all the aromatics, out of all of the liquid broom, the Azuro Oud, like this one right here absolutely works. And then they have like 3 more variations or 2 more that I think just came out. I haven't said anything about it yet because I haven't gotten solid information. But as soon as I do, we're definitely going to talk about it because, yeah, these right here, Out There Extract, another one of those great green apple style fragrances, man. Extremely beautiful in my personal opinion. Boom, the number 2 fragrance, bro. Now, this is when the Hawaii sis took over, man. I'm sorry. Hawaii's Black. Oh my gosh. This might be my favorite one. When I'm talking about a fragrance that, I ain't even spraying this one. When I'm talking about a fragrance that does that Aventus absolute DNA. This one is Hembron to me. Because you get the pineapple, you get the juicy fruits in the opening. You get a mossy effect. Slightly earthy. This shit is nice, man. Black currant. You get everything in this one. A little bit more fruits. This one, I gotta spray it. This was like that. Compliment getter. Big body fragrance. Big body. Like, personally, like, when it comes to this one, this is the one fragrance that definitely makes me feel arrogant. Like, sometimes when I wear this one, it's like, I think to myself, damn, I smell this. Why am I not getting more compliments? Like this is the only fragrance that really puts me in that mindset to where if I can smell me as strong as I smell me, how is it that y'all aren't smelling me? Like, how is it that I just walk past this chick? She ain't saying, I'm just playing. It don't get like that. But this really is one of those fragrances to where, like, when you wear it, you just know you're gaining positive attention. You know you get a positive attention. You know you're turning some heads. Hawaii's Black just works, man. This is my favorite one from the Hawaii's line. I still love the OG, but as a fragrance on its own, like, this shit works. Hawaii's Black works. And then last but not least, man, we ain't even got to talk about this, man. Y'all know what it is. Ain't nothing changed but the date of the year. Look, man, Invictus, the OG, will always be the number one fragrance in my collection. You can take everything away from me, but I can only keep one fragrance for life. And I would be cool using it spring, summer, fall, winter, business, work, casual, hell, bedtime. I don't care what the reason is. If I just needed one fragrance for life and just be good with that one, I can rock out with Invictus all day. All day, fam. Shut it down. Shut it down with that one, man. Look, I'm a simple man. Like, I don't ask much. I don't say much. But when I know that when I just need a fragrance that can do everything for me, that can fix any mood that I might be in, that can really just that can uplift any mood that I might be in. Big Paco was in his bag when they did this one, man. Oliver Pelosi, they did their thing with that one. Invictus is my number one fragrance in my collection for 3 years running now. I think it has yet to change, and I don't know if it will, fam. I don't know if it will, man. I think that one's just gonna be one that I just hold on to for life. That one might not never. Out of all these fragrances, I think that one I can say for sure is probably never gonna leave the collection. Let's just keep it a buck. Man, hey, I appreciate everybody that stopped by for the birthday live stream, man. Again, make sure you hit that like button for your boy. Drop your send of the day sign in the chat. Throw up like a little drink for your boy in the chat, like a little birthday drink or something. I don't know. But I appreciate everybody that stayed here, man. Look, going into this next year, y'all see the direction of the channel, man. It's going to be a lot more live streams. It's going to be a lot more content that you're going to get, though. You're also going to get, like, just more so of me just free-flowing. I'll definitely coming up with bullets and talking points. But if you haven't tapped into the Fragrance Plug in the Morning Show, you should definitely tap into it. I keep you locked. Your source for all things scent. So we do have that. We have different topics, whether it's the start bench cut, whether it's the this or that we do on Thursdays. Like, we got a lot coming. So you definitely want to make sure that you got the bell notification set. That way you can be updated when this content drop. Got a live stream set up tomorrow. We definitely got some more Rack Store videos. Man, I got to say one thing, though. I don't know who did this, but somebody fucking flagged one of my Rack Store videos for counterfeit. And I don't know how you can flag a Rack Store video for counterfeit if I ain't buying shit. I'm just showcasing. So I really need to figure out what that is. Luckily, it didn't affect the channel. But, hell, that video was doing good for me, man. I was getting some good money off of that video. And I just dropped that one, too. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by for sure, man. Definitely appreciate everybody that rocked out with the birthday live stream again. We will be back in here tomorrow. Definitely be tapped in. Big salute again. Thank you to everybody, man. It's all love. 34? Damn, boy, we getting up there. God is good, though. God is good. We're going to rock out to these tunes. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to definitely have a packed out show for y'all tomorrow. Make sure you ready. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a great night. Peace.